Welcome back to the Trevor Teichman Show. I'm going to save you an awful lot of time in this video learning which mountains and which chairs to ride to get the fastest runs possible at Breckenridge. You should start your day towards the left side of the mountain, Peak 9 and Peak 10. The Falcon Super Chair is a diamond in the rough. I would highly recommend Centennial or even the Crystal runs are going to be full of speed. They're a little open, and as long as they're groomed, you can really cook down them. When you're done on Peak 10 and you've had your fill, move on over to the Mercury Super Chair. After traversing the entire mountain, this is by far probably the funnest area to be at. The Mercury Super Chair will get you to the top of Peak 9, and you can move quickly up and down taking these long blue runs that most everybody can enjoy. Some of the funnest runs on this hill is going to be the American and the Columbia runs. They're wide open and there's not a lot of skiers that you can't get around because they are so wide. Another great run from the Mercury Super Chair is the Gold King Run. When you get off the chair, stay to the right. As you build speed, you'll come up to a clubhouse. Ski around that, but keep your speed because you'll need it. There's a slight traverse just across where then you can access the Gold King Run. This run is one of the longest runs that the Mercury Super Chair has to offer, and you will end up back at the C Chair. The C Chair is a smaller lift that just takes you to the bottom side of that Peak 9 to where you can then again get on the American and or the Columbia run to join back up on the Super Chair. Me and my friends found ourselves really spending an awful lot of time on this chair because it gave so much access to different runs. Even with inexperienced riders, they can also find a nice casual pace down the mountain because it's not too steep. Now, when you've had your thrill and you've been down these runs several times or you have a multiple day ski trip, there's going to be a time that you're going to want to move on and explore a little bit. Let me save you a little bit of time here and get you directly to where you want to go. When you've had your fill, take the Gold King Run down to Peak 8 Super Connect. This chair is going to take you all the way over to Peak 8 and give you the ability to traverse on past that. Most of the blue runs there are a little bit enticing, but you'll find if you're really looking for speed like me and my crew were looking for, these runs are not going to be near as steep. So move on past all the way to Peak 6. When you get to Peak 6, it's a lot like the Falcon lift. You'll be secluded from all the inexperienced riders because there's a lot of diamonds as well as some great blue runs over there on Peak 6 that you can have a lot of fun staying on these higher chairs. As the days progress and you follow my advice and move through all of these different hills, get your legs under you, it's time to have a little bit of fun at the top of the mountain. You have to make your way to the 6th chair. This one is a simple ski down to the Imperial Express that goes to the tip top of the mountain and gives you access to a whole lot of difficult skiing terrain. I personally like to ski too fast for moguls. They hurt my knees, so I always steer clear of those. But when you get to the top of Imperial, ski down the bluff side, right up at the top next to the fence line. It's a great way to get a lot of speed, and you can stay under control away from the moguls and the rough terrain. I would highly suggest if you've made it up there and you want to take another run, do it all at one time, because the more that you're going down the mountain and working your way back to that 6th chair to the Imperial Express, it really does wipe out most of your day. I hope this saved you a bunch of time on your trip to Breckenridge. We skied for 3 days straight and we're really trying to break the 60-mile-an-hour barrier, and these are the hills that was the most possible to do that on. We found that any other peak or any other run wasn't offering us the steepness that we needed with enough open space to really get a lot of mile per hours in our runs. These apps these days are so cool how you can turn them on and it'll record your mile per hours, the height, the depth, and the degrees of the mountain. So download an app and have a lot of fun out there at Breckenridge, and please ask me any questions. It'll probably be fresh on my mind for quite some time. I had an amazing trip and I hope to do it again soon. Thanks a lot for listening to the show today. I'd really appreciate if you'd like the video if you found value in it, and subscribe to the channel, clicking that notification bell so you also receive notifications for future videos that could help you out as well. If you have any questions about the content, leave a comment below and I'll be sure to interact with you as quickly as possible there. I've created a website called kbandstraining.com in 2010. We've been around for a long time with high quality resistance bands and durable equipment. I also have provided nearly 1,100 drills and videos for fitness training and athlete performance for youth athletes. So support my work. If you enjoy the content and you'd like me to continue doing what I'm doing, I would love the support. Thanks a lot for listening.